In this video, we're exploring the quirkiest towns of Wyoming, where weird wanders freely and charm collides with peculiarity. From towering tributes to our favorite morning brew to the surreal solitude of America's least populous town, these places stretch the bounds of the typical and tease the line of the bizarre. Are these towns brilliantly distinctive, cultivating their singular quirks, or are they just downright bizarre? Just how far can a town go in the name of uniqueness before it crosses over into the territory of the truly outlandish? Before we embark on this peculiar journey through Wyoming's most wonderfully weird towns, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us on this unforgettable trek. Number 10. Albin, Wyoming. Imagine a town so enamored with coffee that they erected what stands as the world's largest coffee pot. That's Albin for you. This towering testament to all things caffeinated isn't just a roadside attraction. It's a beloved symbol woven into the town's identity. Albin's deep-rooted coffee culture goes beyond this mammoth metal pot. It's found in the local cafe chatter, the steam wafting through the crisp Wyoming air, and the warmth of a community bonded over their shared love for a good brew. Yet one can't help but wonder, does this colossal kettle embodies the comforting essence of a tight-knit town, or is it simply a quirky spectacle? Is Albin's coffee pot pouring out homely charm, or serving up a concoction of curious appeal? Number 9. Elk Mountain, Wyoming. Elk Mountain's towering presence is matched only by its larger-than-life resident, the king of the prairies, the mythical jackalope. This peculiar creature, a rabbit with antlers, has hopped right out of local folklore and into the heart of this Wyoming community. Around here, jackalopes are more than just a peculiar fixture. They're a source of pride, standing as symbols of a town that embraces the playful side of Wild West heritage. Residents revel in their unique mascot, leading us to wonder, is this endearing tradition a heartfelt nod to American folklore, or a cheeky rural myth that's bounded into the realm of the absurd? Yet, as travelers gawk at the titanic jackalope statue, it's clear that Elk Mountain walks a fine line where whimsy intersects with savvy self-promotion. In juxtaposing genuine local tales with enticing tourist traps, the town raises an intriguing question. Does the legend preserve cultural identity or commodify it? Number 8. Shell, Wyoming. Nestled in the shadows of its geological twin, Shell, Wyoming carries a name that rings as natural as the striking rock formation it honors. Is there more to the town than a mere reflection of the landscape? Or does Shell exhibit a certain creative bankruptcy in its christening? Many towns boast of historic figures or cultural milestones, but Shell's identity is etched in stone, quite literally. Does this connection to the Earth's artistry instill a sense of grounding in its residents, or does it merely pigeonhole the town into a geographic footnote? The symbiosis between Shell and its rugged terrain is evident. The land has shaped the town's very essence, molding its character and way of life. This synergy begs the question, do the jagged peaks and windswept valleys of Shell's surroundings encapsulate the spirit of the town, or does this reliance on rocky facades signal a deeper yearning for identity? Number 7. Hell's Halfacre, Wyoming. Nestled in the rugged heart of Wyoming, Hell's Halfacre isn't just another mundane geological site. It's a landscape so alien and enigmatic it could have been plucked straight from a science fiction novel, with spires and crevices that evoke an otherworldly canvas, more Mars than Midwest. Residents and travelers alike grapple with the starkness of its beauty, a haunting expanse that stretches the imagination and challenges the bravest of souls. Is it a breathtaking marvel of natural architecture, or does its dramatic vista conceal a darkness that murmurs tales of the unknown? Legends whisper through the town, painting Hell's Halfacre with strokes of mystery and a magnetic allure that's undeniable. It imprints its mark on the town's identity, transforming the community into reluctant custodians of a place where awe aligns with an edge of disquiet, and every local lore seems soaked in the enigmatic spirit of this grand geologic specter. Number 6. Story, Wyoming. Nestled in the folds of the Bighorn Mountains lies Story, a town that whispers tales of the Wild West with its very name. Originating from a bygone cowboy, its moniker evokes a sense of rugged romanticism, tempting one to saddle up and ride into the sunset. Yet, amid cowboy hats and leather boots, one wonders if the idyllic Western image overshadows the realities of present-day life in this small settlement. The cowboy trope, a blend of myth and reality, endears itself to the American heart, like the comfort of a well-used saddle. Story stands as a testament to this enduring archetype, its essence woven into the very streets that bear the names of Western legends. But with the passing of time, the relevance of such symbols is tried. Can Story maintain its charm as the lasso of the Wild West tightens around its modern existence? Delving into Story's allure, it's clear that its name is not just a brand, but a beacon of identity, inviting locals and visitors alike to partake in its narrative. Festivals celebrate the cowboy spirit, and every log cabin and hitching post seems to echo with the clink of spurs and the crackle of campfires. Story is a place where the legend lives on, a piece of the American dream preserved in the folds of Wyoming's vast wilderness. Number 5. Lost Springs, Wyoming. Imagine a town where everyone knows your name, not because it's friendly, but because there are only 3 other people to know. Welcome to Lost Springs, where the entire population could carpool in a sedan. This microscopic hamlet redefines tight-knit community, with a head count you could tally on one hand. Living in Lost Springs comes with its own unique set of challenges and perks. Picture the 4th of July barbecues, where a family pack of burgers feeds the whole town, but also the silence so profound it's practically a resident. The camaraderie of shared struggles, like a snowstorm that demands a town-wide shoveling effort, becomes the small joys that bind these few residents together. Yet, Lost Springs stubbornly clings to the map, its tenacity as striking as its scarcity. Is it the sheer grit of its steadfast dwellers, or perhaps the curious charm of being one of the tiniest towns in the nation? Whatever the reason, Lost Springs stands as a testament to the adage that size isn't everything, making its mark in the vastness of Wyoming with nothing more than a whisper. Number 4. Medicine Bow, Wyoming. Nestled in the heart of Wyoming, the town of Medicine Bow pays homage to the majestic mountain range that shares its name. Is this a nod to the grandeur of the natural world, or simply a lack of creativity in the township's christening? The name Medicine Bow is woven into the fabric of the town, stitching together its community with a shared symbol of strength and endurance. But how does such a profound namesake influence the daily lives and unity of its residents? One wonders if the people of Medicine Bow live up to the legacy of their town's powerful title. Does the spirit of the Medicine Bow mountain range echo through the actions and aspirations of those who call this place home? Number 3. Ten Sleep, Wyoming. Nestled in the heart of Wyoming lies Ten Sleep, a town whose peculiar name is whispered to have originated from a Native American counting method for measuring the distance of journeys. The enchantment of its naming beckons one to question whether this homage to tradition honors the past or merely exploits it for its charm. The legend holds that Ten Sleep was a midway point for Native American tribes journeying between two major settlements, 10 sleeps apart. Today, this whimsical tale infuses the town's character with an air of mystique, stitching folklore seamlessly into its daily rhythm, leaving visitors enchanted by its narrative tapestry. In Ten Sleep, the whispered legends of old seem to walk hand in hand with the present, painting a unique portrait of a community where history and mythology converge, as one contemplates the quaint streets and rustic backdrop. It's clear, the Spice is more than just a name. It's a living chronicle where the echoes of ancestral footsteps still resonate. Number 2. Chugwater, Wyoming. In Chugwater, Wyoming, curiosity peaks with the world's largest chug, a gargantuan monument that leaves visitors amused and somewhat baffled. The town revels in the lighthearted legend, giving travelers a taste of local humor that straddles the quirky and the quizzical. This oversized tribute sparks a debate over its essence. Is it a stroke of whimsical genius or a bizarre addition to the town's identity? Onlookers can't help but chuckle, wondering if the chug is a playful nod to the town's name or a peculiar landmark one can't unsee. Assessing Chugwater's giant chug, one must question whether it is a clever ploy to lure in tourists or a whimsical misstep in town branding. Regardless of intent, it has undoubtedly put this sleepy town on the map, drawing attention to their unique sense of community spirit. Number 1. Buford, Wyoming. Here in Buford, the notion of solitude reaches new heights with a total population of 1. It's hard to imagine a town with a single resident, but Buford embodies this unique distinction, making us question whether it represents profound isolation or the epitome of unfettered freedom. The town's lone inhabitant lives by choice in a place that boasts its independence from the hustle of civilization. This extraordinary mode of existence paints Buford not just as a dot on the map, but a canvas of one man's unfaltering individualism and an unorthodox lifestyle that intrigues and mystifies. But amidst the stoic beauty of solitude, one wonders about the bounds of individuality in the face of sheer isolation. Does Buford symbolize the ultimate expression of self-reliance, or has it crossed over to being a curious oddity, a testament to the human spirit's capacity for solitude, or perhaps a reminder of the thin line between solitude and loneliness? As we wrap up our journey through Wyoming's quirkiest towns, it's apparent that each location we visited carries a distinctive charm and an eyebrow-raising uniqueness. From the cavernous coffee pot in Albin to the solitary soul in Buford, we've explored not just places, but living stories etched into the very fabric of the cowboy state. These towns, with their peculiar monuments, mystifying natural wonders, and backstories rooted in folklore and tradition, show us that individuality can indeed make a place memorable and endearing. But it's not just about being different for the sake of standing out. Each town we've encountered has its own heartbeat, its own rhythm that resonates with the echoes of the past and the whisper of the open plains. Whether it's a fascination with jackalopes or an almost ghostly population count, these towns remind us that sometimes it's the oddities in life that leave the most lasting impressions. So, as we leave the world's largest chug behind in Chugwater and the rugged romanticism of story, we invite you to ponder the trail of tales we've trekked. Do these peculiar gems of Wyoming simply delight us with their oddball status, or do they offer a deeper connection to the intrepid narratives of the Wild West? Maybe. Just maybe. It's in the odd and the offbeat that we truly find the spirit of adventure and the soul of discovery. Don't forget to subscribe to Globe Trekking for more captivating trips through the wonders and the whimsies of the world. And now, if you're craving more unconventional destinations, check out our next video, where we uncover the top secret spots only locals know about. Join us as we continue to celebrate the extraordinary in the so-called ordinary and trek beyond the borders of conformity to where the quirky is quintessential.